39, Big 550, KTRS. David Stokes is with us, Show Me Institute policy analyst and friend of the show. Good morning, David Stokes.
Good morning, McGraw. Good morning, Kelly.
Good morning.
What's the problem in Clayton? I thought Clayton's a well-run city. Everyone's happy. Everyone's making money. Clayton's the apple of the eye of the county. What's going on in Clayton?
Well, all that's true. Let me defend Clayton. I don't live in Clayton, but I'll defend.
You're a neighbor. You're a wannabe Claytonite.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, U City.
A few blocks away.
Right.
So all that's true, but there's a controversy in that, and it's moving forward. I don't think the controversy is going to stop this development, thankfully. Where the old Maryland school there on Jackson, just a little bit west of downtown Clayton,
okay,
near Forsyth and Jackson, has been sold. This was a school that the Clayton School District closed, I want to say, 30 years ago.
Okay,
if around that time, and ever since then, it's been used as a child care center. Its park has been used by residents of the neighborhood,
mm-hmm.
and all that for a long time now. But now the school district has decided to sell it, and they're selling it to somebody who wants to put a number of very nice townhomes there, and the neighbors are objecting. They want the green space, they want the park, they want all of that. But I really have to side with the school district here that it's their property. It's not a park. Just because it's been used as a park for a long time doesn't make it a park. And I think inner areas like Clayton, U City, Maplewood, where we could go on, they need to expand the housing opportunities in there. And to put several dozen nice new townhomes in this space, I think would be great for Clayton. It'd be great for St. Louis County.
So where does this sit now?
Well, it's moving ahead, and I think some residents of the area are approaching to Clayton City. The school district has sold the property.
Right.
And the development's moving forward. Some of the residents are going to try and stop Clayton from doing it. One of the tricks is that this area is right on the Clayton-U City boundary,
mm-hmm.
so a lot of the residents objecting to the sale actually live in U City. So, so I don't think Clayton's going to listen too much to them. That said, some of the residents in that immediate area certainly do live in Clayton, and I'm sure City Hall will pay them some attention. But to stop, the school district has sold the property. It was the school's property, nobody else's. And I think it's going to move, and it should. We need to expand housing, be it lower income, middle income, or upper income.
Let me guess. The criticism is traffic problems, pollution problems, overcrowdedness, right? I mean, those are some of the reasons these U-City residents are using.
Well, the residents of the area, Clayton and U-City, they've come up with a slogan. It's green, not greed. And you can see the yard signs in the neighborhood. And I live just a few blocks away, and I'm friends with people in the neighborhood. I'm going to get yelled at here.
You have one that says greed over green.
Greed.
Green is good, Gordon Gekko.
I put it in an asphalt hot tub in my front yard, and I've got greed, not green. But yeah, they're raising all these objections, but mostly it comes down to the park issue. That's what the Facebook page is about. That's what the yard signs are about. Green, not greed. But I don't think it is greed. I don't think it's greed for the Clayton School District to sell an underutilized property and to reinvest that in the kids of the school district. I don't think it's greed for the city of Clayton to want to expand housing opportunities within their own city. These are important things we need to do.
You know, it's really interesting. You got the Crestwood that was just sold for, peanuts down there on Watson and whatever that is over there. Why not infill with homes, right? Everybody wants to build another Walmart or another Home Depot. Why not infill with homes so that the infrastructure that you've built can sustain, when you build the Walmart, people need to actually go to the Walmart. So why not build homes? It just doesn't make any sense. Why not infill? Nobody wants to build homes. They all want to build big box stores. And you drive down the street, and all the big box stores are empty.
Well, you should do that. Yeah, absolutely, because there's a market for middle income. There's a market for all sorts of different income levels of housing.
The fact that towns would rather have big box stores because of the sales tax revenue than build homes for whatever permit revenue or property tax revenue, it seems to me like towns are not thinking long term, and only thinking short term.
Well, let's take Crestwood. I think Crestwood, to its credit, did not pass a big, huge TIF subsidy to redo Crestwood Mall.
Right.
And that was great. Now Crestwood needs to take the next step, which is to become a pool city. I mean, they've lost their mall. The idea that they're one of these point-of-sale cities that keeps most of their sales tax dollars, that ship sailed. They need to join the pool, which I want to say about 60% of the cities in St. Louis County are in, where all the general sales taxes are pooled and then distributed among the various cities.
Right.
Crestwood needs to join that pool now, and then they can redevelop that property, and they'll benefit from anything.
But if they put 300 homes in where that mall is, right? That's 300 more. That's 600, 900, 1,000 more people who live in town, who pay property taxes, who go to the stores in the neighborhood, right? I mean, that seems to me like that's a pretty good trade-off for a failing mall as to now have a whole bunch of homes there.
It's a great trade-off, and one of the sad parts of the way we abuse TIF and the whole what Chesterfield is saying, we need to keep all our sales tax dollars. It actually distorts the choices of cities and their zoning decisions as they're all seeking the sales tax dollar, because they are all in these point-of-sale cities. They depend on sales taxes, and it's all they can do. So good for Clayton. It's a little bit easier of a choice here where this was a tax-exempt piece of property that wasn't generating anything.
And
but
now it's going to be a tax-generating
property taxes and residents and all that good stuff. So good for them for saying yes to this.
I was a pool city guy until John Deal brought up the other day on that show that there are some towns in St. Louis County that survive only with the pool money taxes. So they don't do anything, and they just exist because they're living off the pool city money, and they're towns that probably should go away but are making just enough money to survive because of the pool tax money.
Well, that's really the only good argument against the pool, and I don't think it counters all the harm through subsidy abuse and TIF abuse that the point-of-sale cities do much more than the pool.
Right.
So yes, that's a good argument. There are pool cities, really the small ones. Think the towns with 300 or 400 people.
Right.
That some of which are well-functioning. I mean, we talk like they're all mismanaged. No, some of them are run fine, and some of them are run absolutely terribly, and they need to disincorporate.
Right.
So would getting rid of the pool advance that process faster? Yes, it probably would. But let's keep in mind that getting rid of the pool would also exaggerate, whichever is the right word there.
Right.
Let's use a TIF subsidy to bring that store from city A to city B. That would happen far more. So I think the harm of getting rid of the pool would greatly outweigh that one little benefit.
No easy answers. David Stokes, when can we read you? When can we see you?
You can read a lot of stuff about the importance of not defining your zoning so strictly as to limit changes when good opportunities come, be it in Brentwood with the Boys Hope, Girls Hope, be it in South County with the new senior center, or now in Clayton with this townhome development, which would be great for the city of Clayton and which would be, I think, great for the whole county. If you're going to add 3 or 4 dozen luxury townhomes, that's great for the wider tax base.
Was it Maplewood that just announced that they're building the Boys Hope, Girls Hope?
No, Richmond Heights.
Richmond Heights.
And good for Richmond Heights for quickly and easily saying yes to something that benefits the whole community.
A unanimous vote over there, too. David, have a good week. Thanks.
Thanks, McGraw.
848, Big 550.